D.A., take it away.
Hey, Kevin, we all are well aware of the Miami Heat and their particular culture. Udonis Haslem, who's been one of the mainstays of this franchise throughout its history, said, "It's a Warriors mentality."
Everyone talks about the Heat culture. It is special. David, thank you. And they always say great offense beats great defense, but let's give those elite defenders their due. Shaq, who stands out as the best defensive players in your mind in the league right now?
Well, I got three names. First, since I'm a big guy, let's go with the big guys. Rudy Gobert, a.k.a. the Stifle Tower. See, that's his bread and butter. You talk about defense. Then you got to go to, that's the claw, Kawhi Leonard. Always going to be on that list. And I got to throw in Jimmy Butler. He never backs down from anyone.
Can you make that noise one more time? Is that like a bird or something like that?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You have the job. I like that.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And then there's Steven Adams, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 spot. And for the Heat, they've got Robinson. Adebayo is out there with P.J. Tucker. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Lowry in at the 1. Butler from outside. Pelicans pull it in. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Well, you never want to concede a game before you play it. That said, though, they were just overmatched.
Tough thing about that one is they also were playing a poor opponent, so no fire in that game. And that sticks with you a little bit.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Well, Shaq, you are a blue chipper, but Duncan Robinson, back in high school, figured he'd be lucky to play college basketball. The road less traveled has brought him, though, to the NBA.
Yeah, he went to Phillips, Exeter Academy, Williams College, then Michigan, then the G League, and guess what? He's now an NBA starter. For all you kids out there, never give up on your dreams.
If you can shoot, you can do it, right?
That's right.
And he can shoot.
He sure can.
Near the 3-point line, it's Ingram. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
To the middle, here's Butler. Goes back up. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Good D by Williamson.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, the closer that Zion is going to get, the more effective he's going to become.
Now the pass to Lowry. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Pass to Adams. Here's Alexander Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Butler passes to Robinson. Back to Butler. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Butler's got his second basket of the night. Shaq, you stay very involved with the game, hang out with a lot of the players, talk with coaches. You go to many games. Name some personalities that you enjoy the most, guys you like hanging around with.
Well, I hang around with everybody, but the few guys shaped my mentality. The gentleman next to you, he doesn't know this, but I knew that when he was in college, he already had his T-shirt business, a real estate license. So I really learned the business from him. Then it was D. Scott. D. Scott taught me to, just have fun and be silly. Alonzo taught me to be serious and be more focused. Hanging out with LeBron and Kobe. I'm just happy to have the ability to just be blessed and just meet so many people.
That's a varied list.
That is.
And a nice compliment to you.
It's an honor to be on that list.
Yes, I'm right. It's the first name on the list.
You ain't know I knew about the real estate, did you? Yeah, I bought a house and you overcharged me for the interest, but that's okay.
Well, a little contact from the defense goes a long way for Zion Williamson.
Lowry finds Robinson. Passes it to Butler. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Williamson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Williamson's got 6 points. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Robinson. Three-pointer, Butler. It's good from long range. Butler's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And you look at the news every day, so much division. Commissioner Adam Silver has talked about basketball and sports really in general as a unifying force. And Shaq, it definitely does bring us together.
You know, the NBA is a melting pot. It's not about where you're from or what language you speak. It's all about teamwork, discipline, and respect. And I've always said there's 2 things, despite what you have going on in the world, especially stressful, there's 2 things that'll shut all that down: music and sports.
Look at that.
Yeah, looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
Robinson kicks to Lowry. Loads it up for Adebayo.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Pass to Adams. There's the dish to Ingram. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Some solid defense from Butler. And Lowry has it in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
With an advanced understanding of the game, Butler reads the floor perfectly.
Ingram with it. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Clippers.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Oladipo for 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Pelicans on top. They lead by a...
People don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Pelican 5 right now. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Bledsoe is out there with Hart, and it's Hayes in at the center. Here's Butler. Good D by Williamson.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
They get it back. Out to Ingram. Down low. Tries again. Bledsoe outside. And it's off from 3-point range. The Heat trail by 4. Oladipo taking his time here. A 3-ball. Hero no good. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Shaq, you had some fierce rivalries with other centers, and later you formed great friendships with some of those guys. Is it something you pursued, or did it just kind of come organically?
I saw Russell and Wilt become friends off the court. I felt I should do the same thing with Alonzo Mourning and Yao Ming. Me and Zoe didn't really become friends until I got to know him. And I admit I was a hypocrite, because if you know Zoe, he had the mean look on his face. I thought he was a mean guy. But when we played together in Miami and won that championship, I realized he was a great guy. And Yao Ming, listen, he was an awesome guy. You know, it's good that two different cultures could come together for one common cause. So It's good to have friends like that.
Did Yao teach you any words, any Chinese, or did you come up with any to say, good day, my friend?
For the first 3 years, I didn't speak to Yao. And then one time I hit him with a Akeem Olajuwon move, and he's like, nice move, big man. I was like, Yao, you speak English? He's like, yeah, Shaq, you never talked to me. True story.
That's a great story.
True story.
That's a great story. Ingram against Butler. Bledsoe outside. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Ingram. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Now the feed to Butler. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Look, he's a guy who will never shy away from the physical aspect of the game. That's why they call him Jimmy Butler.
Jack, you've played with so many other stars during your career, but talk about some of the incredible role players that were so important for you and the teams you played on.
You know, you like to use the word role players, Kevin. I like to use the word others. On the top of my head, Udonis Haslem, Robert Ory, Mike Penberthy, Derek Fisher, Rick Fox, my main man Horace Grant, and my OGs, Brian Shaw and Gary Payton.
Yep. Good names. And the pass to Alexander Walker. In transition, here comes Miami. Trying to get open is Adebayo. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Kyle Lowry.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And they made Ingram fight for that one, but he's not afraid to get physical. This is a good sign.
So he gets them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Outside Butler. To the inside. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Adebayo.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Butler against Ingram. And that one, good. Ingram's got 6 in the quarter. Shaq, thanks for coming by. Entertaining as always. Happy to have you on the program. You have an open share anytime you want to join us.
Anytime, Kevin. My pleasure. Whenever you guys need me, just give me a call. If I'm not doing Icy Hot, Krispy Kreme, or the Journal Insurance, you just give me a call.
Other than that, you'll be free.
Yeah, I'll be free.
That's good to know. Greg, how awesome is it to have Shaq with us, a guy who's been in the limelight for so long, and yet he seems to deal with it effortlessly.
Kev, a sign of true greatness, making difficult things look effortless. Shaq did it on the court for 19 years, 15 as an all-star, and now he's doing it as an analyst.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
Lowry passes to Butler. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the half.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Like to see that as Ingram hits a shot from the mid-range. It's going to open some things up.
Now Oladipo, 23 points for him the last game against Cleveland. Foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Now, Oladipo was the most improved player in 2018, his first season with the Indiana Pacers, after being the 2nd pick in the 2013 draft.
Oladipo hits them both. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the New Orleans Pelicans. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total, with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
They've got Lowry. P.J. Tucker is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Robinson in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And starting really from when he was born, Williamson has been slated for greatness.
Well, when your parents name you after Mount Zion, which is the highest point in ancient Jerusalem, there might be some blessings coming your way.
And here's Lowry. He has 5. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Nice open look, but it's no good.
He'd love to make him pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Feeds it to Lowry from 17 feet out. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Good, smart, patient play by Jimmy Butler that time. You leave someone that wide open, and he's going to find him.
Kicks it to Ingram. Eight for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Lowry dishes to Butler. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Well, Butler's a great competitor, and he's playing with some fire right now.
Tyler Hero. He's checked in for Kyle Lowry.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
Here's Ingram, and yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
I think Brandon Ingram, not only a great story in his own right, starting to find out just how capable he is as a talent in this league, but also for executives about being patient and letting that talent develop.
Outside for Bledsoe. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him, and they had to juggle multiple stars. But, man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys, and he has taken off.
And, Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation.
Good work there as it goes.
And this is where that length shows off on particular plays like that. Still able to score.
Here's Hero, guarded by Bledsoe. Here's Adebayo. Drops in the layup for 2. Adebayo's got 6.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And I think this is very much the type of player that comes in with confidence, a skill level, and an IQ, and ultimately a guy who wants to compete.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Bielitsa comes in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Victor Oladipo in for Butler. The Pelicans also changing it up. Jackson Hayes comes in for Adams, and it's Johnson in for Zion Williamson. Here's Hero. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
Pass to Bielitsa. Inside, Adebayo unable to get that one. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Ingram passes to Johnson. Can't cash in from close range.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Oladipo misses. Pelicans leading by 3. To the paint, here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Bledsoe has been shown and known to be a scorer in this league, but he will play unselfish and made the right play there.
52 seconds left in the third quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Johnson.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Achua, he's checked in for Miami. Both good from the line that time.
Tyler Hero, a player who's played with a ton of confidence in high school, in his 1 year in college, and coming into the league. It's certainly something he's brought with him.
Ingram finds Bledsoe. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
And the first one drops.
Just Eric Bledsoe, when he's in these games and you can see he's got hyper focus, he can become a big problem. Athletic, plays both ends of the floor, and that power from him at the guard position is very unique.
The Heat trail by 5. Now here's Oladipo. He's got 6, and he converts the layup. Oladipo's got 8 points.
Good job by Victor on that one, scoring despite getting whacked. I love how he maintained his balance on that shot.
Ingram against Robinson. Ingram with it. 22 points for him. Lock at 6. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And then Ingram gets so much better when he gets that aggressive.
Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for New. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Ingram. Johnson is out there with Hayes. And it's Alexander Walker in a 2-guard. Johnson outside. Second chance shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly. And last year on draft night, it was Hayes who rocked that Sideshow Bob necklace with 1,000 stones and his nickname, Sideshow Jax.
Well, I love the nickname, but I love the potential of what it is that Jackson Hayes can bring to a ball club that needs a center to be able to run up and down and play at pace and play above the rim.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Alexander Walker, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
No question, he got bumped on that shot. And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Hernangomez is checked in for the Pelicans. Oladipo outside. Here's Lowry. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
Ingram against Robinson. Here's Hayes. Count it. Good. Hayes has got the lead up to 8 now for New Orleans.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Passes it to Achua. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Pass to Bielitsa. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 8 rebounds in this game. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Well, the defense has to do a better job, but when Brandon Ingram is on the break, those strides, man, he takes up a lot of ground.
Now Oladipo. And he banks in the layup.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
The pass to Hayes. He kicks to Ingram. Offensive rebound. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Hayes has got 5 points now in the quarter. The Heat trail by 10. Now a timeout called by Miami.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that in the timeout.
Bam Adebayo is checked in for Achua. P.J. Tucker comes in for Bielitsa. And it's Butler in for Oladipo. And a change for the Pelicans. Williamson is checked in for Hernangomez. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
Ingram and that body and that maturation showing off in plays just like that.
Outside Lowry. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Action as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Man, no question. Jimmy Butler all the way.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. They've led by as much as 10. To the middle, here's Hayes. And it's Miami with the rebound. Down low, and here we go. It's Butler.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game. You know, Zion wants these moments, and coming through here.
Outside Lowry. At the teardrop. Adebayo on the follow.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. To the inside. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Williamson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Wow, you want to lead a franchise? This is how you do it. Zion coming through.
Here's Lowry. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Williamson left side. No good from 11 feet. So it's Miami now. They trail by 1. To take the lead, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Adebayo on the inside knows he has to go up hard. He's going to get hit, and he forces the D to do it that time.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. The Heat making a switch here. Oladipo's checked in.
A shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
Inside, here's...
Okay.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
Now I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And the Heat all time here. They're down by 2. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Hey, they do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1, we'll see if they try.
Now, here's Oladipo. D right on him. Adebayo on the follow.
Bam grabs the board, and then Bam knows what to do.
.26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. By Oladipo. Just 5 on the clock. Floats one. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Here we go. So the Pelicans win the tip. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court for the Heat, Adebayo is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Butler in at the small forward. Back to Oladipo. Back to Butler. And they double up Butler. Robinson for 3. The Heat rebound. Pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Now you try your best defensively to push Bam away from the rim. That's easier said than done.
Pelican shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. To the middle, here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Now a timeout called by Miami. Now, as we saw, 4 quarters not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Adebayo with the bucket.
And obviously Obviously, his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Back to Ingram. Over Butler. Here's Adams. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Pass to Tucker to take the lead. The shot, no good. Good D by Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
These are the kind of indications that the league is worried about if you're an opponent, and you love it if you're on this team. Zion taking over and doing damage.
And Oladipo kicks to Butler. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Ingram. And Oladipo pulls it down. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 5 on shot attempts since the end of regulation.
Oladipo, a good free throw shooter, so well served to seek out contact and get to the line.
Gets the first. That narrows the gap to 1. Oladipo hits them both.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Started by Oladipo. Shoots it. Good! Here's Oladipo. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
This is why you love Brandon Ingram.
And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 4. Here's Lowry. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They've led by as much as 10. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Puts it up for Adebayo. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
So we see the Pelicans get the win here, and they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline.